What's up? Good morning, everybody. Welcome aboard to Trading Live with Bubba. It is Thursday, April the 11th. Well, not much going on. It's very quiet. Markets are mixed to down once again. It appears that the overall trend has changed. Of course, we have this inflation thing that the one party says it's getting better, but all the consumers know that it's not getting better. So it makes it a much bigger challenge. But what's really concerning here is the markets have come to a crawl. As we take a look at the short-term charts right now, you can see they've all sold off a little bit, but the Dow is getting cracked pretty hard right now, as is the S&P and the Russell, but the Nasdaq is now higher. This has been the overall pattern, and Nasdaq's been leading the way, but we really don't have enough overall participation. But as we look at, there's not much to do here now, so we will actually, let's see if there's something going to be here now. We'll come back in a minute. But if we go back and look at our core of stocks, as we talked about on Tuesday, Apple was probably at somewhere near a bottom, and it was a great place to sell some put spreads. And of course, it's working out just fine. If you did it, and if you didn't do it, that's okay too. Again, it's not whether you should or shouldn't do it. It's if you're comfortable with the trade, but it is understanding the probability of where you stand and what the market should do from that direction. Again, these are not moves. When we're selling premium, we're not looking for long extended moves. We're looking for to participate in mathematical models where markets are oversold or overbought, where we can then participate. Okay, Amazon, as we talked about the other day, sell call spreads, and I sold them right here when we're together, and I sold the 187.50, 190, and it's just in perfect shape. It's $1 away from anything, so I basically have, I'm collecting the credit that is coming along with it. So that's what you want to remember. Coin, we talked about, doing nothing because look at where we are. We still are circulating around the mean. Let's just go back here and see if there's anything happening worth noting. Well, if the volume would pick up in gold, we could get a sale in gold. Same thing for crude oil. It's so quiet. Once again, there are days to be active and days to be passive, and this is right now, so far, a day to be passive. And it's a day to be, kind of hanging out, watching on the sidelines, not trying to get too overly involved, because there is not a lot of advantage for you, the trader, right now. But we will see if these trades do develop. So we'll just hang out. But you are seeing now we need more volume in gold, and we need more volume in crude to get a trade here. And certainly there's a potential in the indexes, but there's not enough action. So it's hard to get overly excited. But the price movement is there in gold and crude. But again, we don't have the volume yet to really participate yet. So we'll watch. Gold is getting closer. We need the volume to probably get through right about here. Okay. And we've got a little bit of time here to get there. So we'll see, not a lot of time, but we'll see. But I'm going to say it's probably going to be a no, because one thing you want to make sure you don't do is you don't want to force trades just because you're here trading. Okay. So it's going to be a pass. It's close, but it's not, again, I'm not interested in close right now. I'm interested in waiting my turn. Meta did what we thought it would do. It was overbought. We told you to sell call spreads. Bang, it came all the way down. It actually came down to almost 500 again before starting to rally back here a little bit now. Google continues to be up at the upper end. And as I would say, I would be looking to sell some call spreads here. I think that's the correct play. Again, the markets are not rampant running away in either direction. They're slowly moving and still directionally trying to move slightly higher. So we'll look at there. IWM. All right. Now, so IWM is now in an oversold position. So to me, this is an opportunity to sell put spreads for tomorrow. You've got earnings starting tomorrow, which won't have as much effect on IWM, which is their small caps, because it's the banks that start tomorrow. But again, you're very oversold and been there. Okay. And there's a high probability that 200 will hold or somewhere in that neighborhood. So if you sell some spreads down there, you're putting yourself once again in a position, and you're making this a 2-day trade. Okay. Moderna is right in the middle of nowhere. Okay. As we said on Tuesday, you can see it was very much overbought. We said that if you wanted to take the chance, sell some call spreads, bang, Here we are back down into the lower area. Microsoft is just hovering, and you can see by the bands that are narrowing that Microsoft is getting ready to make a much bigger move. But in the meantime, there's not much for us to do now, so we're going to wait. Okay, NVIDIA, as it came all the way down, remember what we said the other day. Again, this is stuff that we can verify, right? That we looked at, and we said that if you're going to do anything, and I'm not telling you to do anything, but everybody was worried that it was going to go down. It got downgraded, and there it was, oversold at levels to sell some put spreads, and now it's really back $50. So again, these are the tools of trading in a market that you want to learn to use consistently to make yourself a better trader and take more advantage of the opportunities that are out there, even when markets are slow, because you don't have to watch these positions. It's not like when we're trading futures and we're looking for action. And is there anything here coming to a theater near us? No. Okay, again, it's pretty dead. So we're going to we'll go back to our other screen and continue to roll down memory lane. And of course, the Qs, we said nothing to do, and it did get a little bit oversold yesterday before bouncing, and now they're bouncing a little bit again today. We're in nowhere's land. There's nothing really to do. So again, if there's nothing to do, why would you want to force something to do? Okay, same thing goes for Square. It's hovering right around the mean. Not a lot to do. The spiders got to an oversold position, so it would have been a good opportunity to potentially sell some put spreads. It's still there, and you can sell them for today. Okay, because the beauty of these trades is these are 4-hour trades. Okay, so you don't have anything to overnight to worry about. You have no problems, nothing to think about. Bang, they work. They don't work. Hey, it's not the end of the world. You have protection, but what you're really trying to do is you're trying to build your account over and over again by adding small gains, small profits, so that you can grow your size of trading organically and get bigger profits based on the size you're trading based on your account size. Tesla was up towards the top end, but again, we said there was nothing to do there. Win, we said, was a sale to sell some call spreads, and sure enough, bang, here it is. So you get the idea, I hope, that this is what we're looking for. Okay. Again, there's many different models to trade with inside of the market. There's many different types of trades that you can make. Okay. I'm right now looking at a futures market, which I'm trading on a 4-minute scale, but I'm also looking at the daily stuff to sell some premium in. I'm also looking for the next breakout of the next trend. So again, there's many different things, and you want to make sure that on all those different things that you have a plan, an idea of what you're trying to get done and what you're trying to accomplish, and set in a set of rules that will allow you to say, okay, so my rules are in place, okay, and I'm not going to violate those rules. Okay, that is one of the biggest flaws in all of us, is that we violate the rules because we're sitting here, we think we have to do something. And again, I tell you that if there's nothing to do, there's nothing to do. And you shouldn't be doing something if there's nothing to do. And I think that's always something to be aware of and to be prepared for, okay? Because the lack of activity sometimes just tells you that, hey, I got nothing to do here. And there's really not much to do here. So, again, it's planning, it's studying, it's watching the chart movements, it's watching the price movement, it's watching the price action. And right now, what do you see? You see very little activity. So if there's very little activity, it says to me that there's probably very little for us to do right now. So what's our point? What's our reasoning? And if we go look at other markets that we don't normally look at, but let's look at some other futures markets, the euro currency. Okay, now this is getting to a point of a very oversold position. Now, again, it had a little bit of a blow off yesterday to the downside. And if this completes, this will probably turn into a potential buy. And remember, when we talk about a potential buy, it's a very short-term buy based on very short-term specific things. That's what we're looking for. That's what we're trying to make happen. Okay. We look at the bonds and the notes. The bonds and notes are very oversold. Okay. Which means that, first of all, it means interest rates are going higher. So no matter what the Federal Reserve says, no matter what you think that they're going to cut or not cut interest rates, they're not cutting rates. Okay. Rates are going higher. Okay. And the chart here tells you that rates are going higher. But at this particular point, we're probably a little bit oversold in the futures market. So it is probably a little bit of a potential buying opportunity. Okay. Which again, that's the decision that you have to make. And I'm telling you, I wouldn't be rushing into anything right now because of the lack of activity or speed to this market. But certainly I'd be planning and looking for things that equate to this that I could take some participation in and give myself some opportunity. Okay. But these are certainly markets to be buying right now. Gold is a market that is definitely one that we would be looking to be selling right now. Okay. Not because we're negative gold. Remember, we don't have an opinion. All we're looking at is what the chart and the footprint of the market is showing us to do. Okay. Because markets don't go straight in one direction or the other. They go both ways. Okay. So we know that there are certain points when there's going to be some mean reversion. And the only way we can identify that is by time and price and the time that we're watching. But don't put yourself in position where you don't allow yourself to make money because you're too busy trying to guess where the top or the bottom is. You're too busy trying to pick tops or pick bottoms. Let the market dictate to you. And again, right now in our day trading is what we come here for. There's really nothing to do. Okay. Now, there's certainly a potential look at crude, but there's not enough action. So if we're trading off of the emotion of others and we see no action here, why would I want to make a trade? Okay. That's what you have to ask yourself. Remember, you are your own worst enemy when it comes to finances. Go look in the mirror, okay, and see who made the mistake. Okay. Hold on a second. And that is something that you need to remember to do. Okay. Oh, hold on. Wait a second. Hold on. A master just kicked off. Wait a second. I got to get rid of this thing so you guys don't hear that. Hold on. Hold on. One second. Okay. So, anyways, you gotta remember what you're trying to get accomplished here. That's what it comes down to. And right now, there isn't much to accomplish. Okay. We have to look at things very objectively, without opinion, without looking at what the news is saying or anything else, because none of that matters. Okay. Nothing matters to us with one exception. Okay. What is the price action? Where is the activity? Where is my opportunity? And if none of those are occurring, then there's nothing for me to do. And right now, there is nothing for us to do in these markets right now. So we sit here and watch, and you continue to look at other things. You start to prepare other types of trades as you look through, and you can look at other markets and recognize that silver should sell off a little bit. Now, it doesn't mean that I'm bearish on silver. Again, this is just based on a longer term view that you expect to see some mean reversion. Okay. And that is exactly what we're trying to work on here, is to help you stay away from the trades that have gotten you into trouble in the past and let you participate in the market overall. Okay. And if you can do that, then you can keep yourself ready to make money when the opportunity is right. And you cannot be in trouble when you're too busy trying to trade news items that are already priced into the market, when you're too busy trying to use your opinion because, for example, I think the economy sucks. I think the markets are in a lot of trouble. But that doesn't make me get short the market, because right now, the markets are not necessarily saying that I should be short right this moment. Okay. Now I happen to be at this time, but but the point is that we were long until yesterday. Okay. Or till Tuesday. So again, at the end of the day, okay, it's what is the longer term trend, and then what time frames are you going to break your trading up into to trade in a shorter term. Now I use a very short time frame of 4 minutes because I want to, if there's activity, I want to get the most amount of activity that I can get. Okay. That is the whole key. If there is activity in the market, I want to get the most amount of activity that I can get. So I want to create as many trades as I can get in a shorter period. And of course, the trades will show up faster on 4 minutes than they'll show up on 5, on 10, on 15, on dailies, and all that other stuff that goes with it. So we have to continue to focus because as you look here, there is no opportunity. There's no volume, okay, which means there's no emotion to the market. There's nobody panicking. There's nobody chasing the market up. All we're doing is sitting here and waiting and watching. And again, unfortunately, that is the way that the business goes. That is the amount of patience that it takes in this market to be prepared for when it does get busy. If you get yourself into a problem and into trouble before the action actually shows, then do you think you're going to be capable of trading your way out of that? And the answer is normally no. Okay. And I think that it's very important for you to understand where you have to be and how you have to be positioned and prepared in this market. Okay. So that is, again, what we always look at and what we always watch is the ability to focus, watch the market, let the market dictate terms and tell us what to do. And today, with absolutely nothing to do, I have nothing left to say. So we're going to cut this a couple minutes early because there's not much to talk about. And rather than wasting your time, I'm going to let you all go. Have a great day, everybody. We'll see you back here on Tuesday, and hopefully there'll be some business.
All opinions expressed by Tradier Hub contributors are solely the contributors' opinions and do not reflect the opinions of Tradier nor its affiliates and or subsidiaries. You should not treat any opinion expressed by Hub contributors as a specific inducement to make a particular investment or to follow a particular strategy, but only as an expression of their opinion. The contributors' opinions are based on their own personal research, but neither Tradier nor its affiliates and or subsidiaries warrants its completeness or accuracy, and it should not be relied upon as such. Any trades or positions discussed or referred to by contributors may or may not be actual live trades or positions. Such information is not intended to be financial or investment advice. Tradier Inc. is the parent company of Tradier Brokerage Inc. Tradier Brokerage Inc. and Tradier Inc. are separate entities with their own products and services. Securities products and services are offered through Tradier Brokerage Inc. Tradier Brokerage Inc. is an independent subsidiary of Tradier Inc., all rights reserved, member FINRA SIPC.